Can you hear it? Somebody say yeah. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's been a long time since I've made a video. Not too long. It's only been about a couple of weeks. I've shied away from it because every time I wanted to make a video, or every time I thought about making a video, I look back and I was like, oh, I already have so much footage to edit. I'll be good, because I'm only putting out just about a video every week, and I have probably I got a bunch of videos backlogged. So when I think about making a video, I get really lazy and I'll be like, oh no, I'll be fine for the next couple of weeks. But that is not the way to go at all. So I want to be a little bit more diligent. Some time has passed since the last video that you guys have seen, with that given explanation. And yeah, I'm just I've kind of shied away from the daily vlogs because I wasn't really doing much, and it got really boring really fast. Like, I got bored watching my life and talking about my life, so I can only imagine how boring it would be to just watch it from, you know what I mean? Like, it just, literally all I did was go to work, go to the gym, come back home, go to sleep. That's it. I had nothing else going on, and that's because my main focus right now is losing weight. And I have lost a good bit of weight. I think I've lost about 6 pounds, 7 pounds, and I'm about 6 weeks into my dieting, so I'm like right on track with 1 pound a week, which is awesome. I haven't really lost any strength. I don't think I've lost any muscle. I kind of look smaller, obviously, because the fat's not covering the muscle that makes me look bigger. Yeah, I've made good progress, and I'm sorry that I wasn't vlogging every single day to document the progress that I made. I know I look thinner, my face looks thinner, I'm looking healthier, but really all I did was eat chicken and brown rice every single day, counting my calories, counting my macros, and putting the work in the gym. And then, you know, if you do that, the weight's gonna shed. So it was no big secret there. But I just hit 6 weeks. Today is Monday, so I'm kind of late because I've been super lazy. So today's Monday, but I hit 6 weeks sober last Thursday, and I kind of want to talk about that because that's the whole reason. It's not the whole reason I made this channel, but it's a big part of the reason why I made this channel, is to help people that that kind of felt helpless, to help people that are in the situation that I was in 7 weeks ago, wishing that I wasn't drinking as much. It's just to kind of give hope to people that feel hopeless, really, is the main goal of this channel. But at the same time, I want to inspire people, I want to motivate people, I want to show you guys that it's possible to change your lives, and you don't always have to be stuck in the same place forever. So it's not just for those people. Anybody can watch this channel and get something out of it. But I want to talk about how I feel with the 6 weeks. Not only how I feel mentally, not only how I feel in my sobriety, but I want to talk about how sober life, my life has been sober for the past 6 weeks. I want to talk about that too. But I don't have any time right now. I have to go to work, and so when I get off of work, when I get off of the gym, I'll come back and we'll talk about all of that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, what's up, guys? It's Mike here. It's been like days, man. I know I kept talking about how I was going to make a 6-week video, 6 weeks sober, how I felt, but today is week number 7. I've just been so busy, you know what I mean? I don't know how any YouTuber has time for anything. I work 8 to 5. When I get off at 5 o'clock, I'm usually in the gym, and then I usually don't get ready, like all ready and ready to work out till 6. I'm in there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, out at 8 o'clock, then I gotta come home, feed myself, cook food for the next day, shower, all that. By the time everything's said and done, it's 10 o'clock, maybe 11, and I'm either editing videos that I've previously recorded, or I'm ready to go to bed because I have to wake up early the next morning. So I guess because they don't have day jobs, and hopefully I'll get to that point soon. But I'm going to do a 7-week video right now. I found time. 7 weeks in, I'm definitely a lot more clear-headed. It's not much different from week number 6. When you first get sober, you start noticing the improvements drastically. Like you're drastically improving at a rapid rate. You're not hungover all the time, so you have more energy. You're losing weight because you're not consuming like 3,000, 4,000 calories worth of beer, or a couple thousand worth of just straight liquor, or whatever it is. Or you're gaining weight because you're not doing other things or whatever. So you're clear-headed, you're losing weight, you're not hungover all the time, you got more energy, you think better. I'm gonna put the clip in, but I was on my way to work a couple days ago, and I was recording. And the biggest thing for me, one of my biggest reasons to get sober, was because I couldn't think anymore. I couldn't think straight anymore. I was constantly, it was like the feeling of constantly looking for words and not being able to find them, but in the form of thoughts. So it wasn't just words, it was on a bigger scale, and I just felt like I was drawing blanks all the time, and it was awful. It was absolutely terrible. Now I kind of still feel like that sometimes, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. 9 times out of 10, I'd say I'm pretty clear on what I need to be doing. A lot of the times I'm just lazy, so that has nothing to do with anything. I'm just just a lazy little fuck sometimes. You're more motivated. One of the biggest things to take away from getting sober is that when you're using and when you're drinking, you're doing drugs, all that, it's usually for a reason. Sometimes it simply just runs in the family. You could come from a very rich family, but your father's an alcoholic. He's not really a good father, and then he passes down that gene to you, and you're some frat kid who comes from money, but you're drinking all the time, and you find out that you have a problem, and you're not living up to your parents' expectations because your drinks are getting in the way. So it doesn't always have to be that you're dealing with outside circumstances or there's internal problems that you have. But a lot of the time when you are using, a lot of the time when you are drinking, it's because you have some internal issues, and you have some problems in the outside world that just get to be way too much, and you're just you're kind of looking for something to numb the pain. So while you numb yourself with drugs and alcohol, you numb yourself to caring about what you need to take care of. You kind of let your life get out of hand, and you could be spiraling down, but you don't even see how fast you're spiraling, because you're so numb. You're so out of it all the time. You're just not there. You're not comprehensive, and that's not a good way to be, because if you don't know what you're dealing with, and you don't know if you can't see the problems that are going on in your life, the problems are only going to get worse, and you're going to start stacking problem on top of problem on top of problem on top of problem. So the biggest thing for me from getting sober was I could see clearly all the problems I had created, and it was a really, really bad feeling, and I felt really bad that I put myself in that situation. But because I was able to see clearly all the problems I created, and with my newfound clarity, I'm able now to try to work on those problems and fix those problems and move my life in a better direction. So that's probably the best thing that I've gotten. The clarity I've gotten from it, and the motivation and the desire really to move my life in a better direction. There's not too many cons that I can really think of, besides the fact that everything's not perfect. Everything didn't go from 0 to 100. Everything didn't turn into gold a week after I quit drinking, which I was really looking forward to. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. So there is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. If you're just starting off being sober, or if you want to get sober, just know that it gets better. I remember when I first got sober, and I was really irritable, man, and I couldn't think straight still, and I was like, what's the point? If I can't think straight even when I'm sober, what's the point of trying to get sober? I could just be drinking and not just thinking straight, you know what I mean? And my anxiety was through the roof, and I felt really down on myself, even in the first stages of sobriety. But you have to, your body and your brain is learning how to adapt without the crutch that you've been feeding it for so long. So, and then once you kind of just like power yourself through that, it gets a lot better. You know, my confidence is up. I'm a lot more secure in myself. I don't feel depressed all the time. I don't have, you know, yeah, I still do get sad sometimes, but that's just a part of life. You're just feeling. So main takeaways. This is a pretty short video. I thought it was going to be a lot longer. Main takeaways. I'm clear-headed. My memory is a lot better. That was another thing I really wanted to improve. But my memory is a lot better. And with your memory getting better, you're going to start remembering shit that you don't want to remember. And it's going to be some shit. But that's just your feelings coming up. You know, the things that you have numbed for so long coming to light. And you're working your way past it. That's how I see it anyways. And I think that's a good thing. Pain sometimes can be good. So I'm clear-headed, my memory's better, I'm more motivated, I'm more focused, I said clear-headed already. I sleep better, I have more energy, and that's as many improvements as I could that I can think of right now, but I can't really ask for much more than that. I'm happy with it, and I think it's only gonna get better. It's been 2 months, and I feel great. But I'm also dieting and I'm exercising consistently, very hard. I'm eating very healthy, so that might have something to do with the rate that you improve. It probably has a lot to do with it, actually. Eat healthy, you'll see improvements faster. And then the only bad thing that I can take away from this is that my life didn't turn perfect overnight, and I was really hoping for that. So, but it's okay. We'll get better, and we'll continue to progress, and continue to move forward, and continue to set goals and reach those goals. And then once we reach those goals, we'll set new goals, and then eventually we'll be somewhere where you know, we never thought we could be. And that's how it works. So if you're just getting sober, it's gonna be okay. Just kind of just push through the desire to drink, because I guarantee you, after a week, after 2 weeks, the desire is not going to be as strong. Every day you go without drinking, you have a little bit more strength to resist the temptation to. If you want to quit drinking, I support you 100%. If you want to just get sober, if you want to quit using, I support you 100%. You have to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The grass is greener on the other side, but it's never going to get greener. You're never going to see the greener grass if you don't start walking over there, if you don't start walking to the other side. And also, just a main takeaway, there was a quote I heard the other day. I read it online the other day, and it's gonna stick with me. It just really stuck with me. It was, if you quit now, you're gonna be back where you were, desperately wanting to be where you are now. If you quit now, you are gonna be back where you were, desperately wanting to be where you are now. So that should be motivation enough to just keep going, keep pushing, take it one day at a time, and don't stay stagnant. Now, on making it this far, those were the pros and cons of 7 weeks sober. How did I stay 7 weeks sober? And I think this is really important because I think one of the main reasons that people relapse is because...
With all due respect, I believe I earned the right. I may have left my eyes alone.
Damn it. The main reason people relapse is because they don't know what to do with themselves. They get bored. They want to go out with their friends, or they want to hang out with their friends. They don't like the feeling of being alone. They don't like the feeling of being excluded from things. And I'm a little bit of an introvert, so I imagine that it's a lot harder for extroverts because they're the type of people that have to be around people. Not that they have to be around people, but they like to be around people. They gain energy from being around people. And for introverts, it's the other way around. We like to be alone. We like our personal space. We can deal with people. We can talk to people. We can be sociable, but it takes energy out of us rather than us feeding off the energy of others. So I could imagine an extrovert getting sober would be a little bit harder. They'd have a little bit of a tougher time making friends and being without their friends. But yeah, if you're not careful, you're going to get really, really bored. You're not going to know what to do. And that's probably the easiest way to fall back into drinking, to fall back into drugging, all of that. If you're used to sitting in your room, drinking all the time, and then you all of a sudden aren't drinking, but you're still sitting in your room doing nothing, you're more than likely gonna pick up a bottle and just, because it's a habit. You're more than likely gonna pick up a bottle and just start downing that thing. So I think setting goals is very important. It keeps your mind occupied. Like for me, I'm very into this fitness thing. I'm taking it very seriously. I want to, I'm trying to progress and build this thing as far as I can. So that takes up a lot of my time. Like I said, I go to work. Directly after work, I hit the gym. After the gym, I come here. I make food for myself. I food prep for the next day. All that. And I'm very busy, and I like what I'm doing. I like the things that are keeping me busy. I like doing them. So it's kept my mind off it a lot. And the farther you get into sobriety, you'll start seeing the benefits that I was just talking about. A lot of the benefits that I was just talking about. And you'll realize that if you go back to not being sober, everything that you're experiencing will be jeopardized and possibly taken away from you. Like I said, if you quit, you will be where you were, desperately wanting to be where you are now. And that's just like something that'll it'll stick in your head the longer you get sober. You'll start thinking about it. You're not going to want to. You're not going to want to. There are days where I do want to drink, but the thoughts of being back where I was and not wanting to do that overpower my temptation to drink. So that'll happen too, as long as you keep going and you're there for a while. Hopefully, I feel like I was rambling. Hopefully, I didn't ramble too much, and I can make some sense out of this when I edit it in the editing software. So that's 7 weeks sober. Those are the pros. Those are the cons. My biggest tip on how to stay sober is to set goals for yourself. Stay focused on those goals and make sure those goals are indicative, which means has to do something with something that you like to do. Because if you don't like to do it, or if you're just kind of like iffy about it, if you're trying something new, there's a big possibility that you're going to stop doing it. So make sure it's something that you like to do and do it a lot. And that'll keep your mind off of things. So that's week 7 in the books, guys. In the books. 2 months coming up next week. In 7 days, I'll have 2 months sober. I haven't been sober for more than a week. Before I got sober, I was never sober for, I'd say probably about, I was never sober for more than 2 weeks since I was like 15 or 16. So I was under the influence a lot of the time. I made a lot of bad decisions. I did a lot of things that I regret. And I feel good. I feel like I should have done this a long time ago. Absolutely. I didn't know it was going to be as beneficial as it is. So it's hard to look back on all the things that I've done, all the problems I've created for myself. But the thing that gives me hope is that we're able to start new now. And this is a new chapter for me, and it's a new life, and I'm still young, so whatever I do now, going forward, I can make better memories for myself. I can make better decisions. I can build a better life, and that's what I'm focused on. If you focus too much on the past, it's gonna fuck you up inside. So don't do it. As far as life is going, it's going well. I've lost 10 pounds, which is great. Great news for 2 months. It's just about on track. 7 weeks, 10 pounds. It's about on track. Last week I was really burnt out, or I thought I was burnt out, and I lost some motivation, and I thought about quitting a lot, and I had a lot of self-doubt, and what if I don't make it, and what if I do this and what if I do that. But then you gotta push through those days, and it was a good couple of days that I was feeling like that. You gotta push through. Tell yourself that you're doing the right thing, even if it doesn't feel like you are. Just say it out loud, and you'll soon be back to feeling like you're moving in the right direction, because you are. Sometimes we just feel down on ourselves. I don't really know why, but that's just the way it is sometimes. And so last week was kind of tough, but I pushed through it, and I feel good this week. Sobriety is continuing. I paid off a lot of my debt, so I have some extra money in my pocket. Would have never happened. That would have never happened. I have plans for my future. I'm getting my my online business getting set up. We're in the groundwork of it right now. We have a name picked out. I'm not going to say it yet because it might change. But we are getting a logo designed professionally as we speak. That should be ready in about a week, maybe a week and a half. And then once that comes back, I'll be really excited, because then I can build the website around how the logo feels and how the logo looks, and the theme of that, and the color scheme of that, and everything like that. And then we'll have the website built professionally, and then that'll be up. I've been wanting to do this online coaching thing for a very long time, so this is a big step for me, and I'm very glad that it's happening. It's a really good feeling to go check out my first video. It's a really good feeling to be where I am right now, and to be progressing the way that I am. So I'm not just all talk, I'm not just like spewing shit out of my ass. I'm living what I'm talking about. And the advice that I'm giving is advice that it's wisdom from what I've learned. You gain wisdom from being through pain, and that's how I've gotten it. So life is going great. Work's going well. The business is being built. I'm still losing weight, which I'm fucking sick of. Can't wait to start bulking up again. I'd say I'd give it another 4 months. Hopefully just 4 months. Hopefully I don't have to do 5 more months of this. In about 4 months, I'll be at my target weight, and then we can start adding muscle. And around this time next year, I'll do my first competition and get myself some exposure and stuff like that. So life is going well. So that's it, guys. 7 weeks in the books. We'll have another video coming soon, and I hope you all do well. I support you. You deserve to be happy. Do what's right for yourself, because you deserve it. And I'll see you guys next video.
to the telly, keep the blade with me when I go to check a bitch. Ain't no telling. Yeah, police coming around looking for some help on a case that got us solved. We never help. Yeah, I stay up late at night thinking about my life. Wanna lie, but I get it all. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Yeah, ain't no telling. Yeah, no telling. Ain't no telling. Suitcase, I've been living out of suitcase. Still drinking Henny if you gotta take the deuce. Stay, fucking all you niggas two-faced. Got the club going up on a Tuesday. True say, I've been going hard again again. They think I'm soft, think I'm innocent. I'm just looking in the mirror like I'm really him. Man, I'm really him. I'm just feeling in. Man, I got a gun, can I get a light? Yeah, I took the summer off to get it right. Yeah, I gave these guys a shot and they fucking failed. Niggas like it took the summer off, we couldn't tell. Oh, this Porter Island's got a sail to it. You pick the casket, I put the nail through it. I ain't gotta do it, but fuck it, somebody gotta do it. Hate if someone else did it, fuck it, may as well do it. Envelopes coming in the mail, let her open her. I'm hoping for a check again, ain't no telling. Yeah, G invite me to the telly, keep the blade with me when I go to check the bitch, ain't no telling. Yeah, police coming around looking for some help on a case that got us solved. We never help. Yeah, I stay up late at night thinking about my life. Wanna lie, but I get it all. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Yeah, ain't no telling. Yeah, no telling. Ain't no telling. Yeah, okay, I had to switch the flow up on you niggas. Shit was getting too predictable. Yeah, the new shit is on steroids. I would never pass a physical. Yeah, I got it rolling in all kind of ways. No sum and residual. Yeah, I mean we hear about the money you been getting, we just never see the visual. It's all yeah. Oh yeah. I mean besides Ricky Ross, Aubrey the biggest boss here.